Whereas a public hearing was duly called and held before this Board of Trustees of the Village of Fredonia on the 28th day of June 2010 on questions of the enactment of proposed local law number 3 of 2010 of the Village of Fredonia entitled A. Local law amending section 237-15D of the Code of Village of Fredonia relative to sewer rentals, and whereas due proof of publication of the notice of said public hearing was presented to this board, and whereas said proposed local law was laid upon the desks of the members of the Board of Trustees of the Village of Fredonia at least 7 calendar days prior to this date, whereas after due deliberation, this board desires to enact said proposed local law, now therefore be it enacted by the Board of Trustees of the Village of Fredonia as follows. Section 1. The local law shall be entitled A. Local law amending section 237-15D of the Code of the Village of Fredonia relative to sewer rentals. Section 2. Section 237-15D of the Code of the Village of Fredonia, last amended on June 8, 2009 by local law number 4 of 2009, is hereby amended to read as follows. Section 237-15D, said sewer rentals is fixed for customers within the Village of Fredonia at the following quarterly rate: a minimum charge of $5 plus $3.15 for each 1,000 gallons of water supplied as measured by water meters approved by the Village of Fredonia or by sewer meters approved by the Village of Fredonia. Section 3. This local law shall take effect July 1st, 2010. Be it further resolved that the said local law be filed with the Secretary of State of the State of New York as required by law, proposed local law, and be it further resolved that the village clerk is hereby authorized to cause notice of enactment of this local law to be published in the Observer, and a copy be forwarded to the town clerk of the town of Pomfret, so that town sewer district's charges are adjusted accordingly as per contracts for the Village of Fredonia.
Second.
Now, upon a roll call vote, Trustee Siri.
No.
Trustee McKay.
I'd like to just make a real quick statement before I cast my vote. I'm, sorry that we're in a position where this needs to happen. I think it's a lot of reasons, many revenues that we didn't count on being higher, the fact that the sewer rate charge is spread across village residents, whether they be property owners or renters or anybody, is probably the fairest way to deal with this increase in cost. I just want the public to know that the water that's collected in the sewer and water funds does not fund anything else other than those two particular departments. They don't go for streets, they don't go for admin, they don't go for lighting, they don't go for any other cost other than to provide them with the best service. I figure if we don't do it now, we'll be in worse shape next year. I'm hoping that some of this funding is used to feasibility studies to see how we can cut costs, but mainly I really think it's justified, so I'm voting yes.
It's a yes vote.
Yes vote.
Trustee Williams.
Yes.
Trustee Brown.
Yes.
Trustee Brown.
Yay.
I have a 4-to-1 vote. The local law is passed.
Whereas bids for synthetic flocculant for the wastewater treatment plant were publicly opened and read on May 19, 2010, and whereas Betsy Sly, chief operator of the wastewater treatment plant, has reviewed the bids and has recommended awarding the bid to Polydyne Incorporated, P.O. Box 279, Riceboro, Georgia. Now therefore be it resolved that Polydyne Incorporated is hereby awarded the bid for synthetic flocculant at $1.72 per pound for the village fiscal year commencing June 1, 2010 and ending May 31, 2011.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Do you have somebody with the resolution for the special meeting for tomorrow at 3 o'clock? Anybody want to just?
You can call it.
I can call it?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll just call it. It'll be a special meeting at 3 o'clock tomorrow in the meeting room on the first floor for the purposes of discussing the resolution for potential agreement with the town of Pomfret for the sale of water to the North Pomfret Water District, and any other business that would come before the board at that time. Any other resolutions?
Go over that little note I gave you.
Okay, do that then?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Anything else? Anyone has any reports they wish to make or comments?
Just now that we're in the summer season and the local playgrounds are full force, please be careful driving in those areas, Barker Street, Lambert. Obey the traffic signs, slow down.
Gardner.
There's many, Gardner Street, Howard, Elm Street. Please, slow down, watch the signs, watch for kids darting out in and out of between cars and playing out in the street. I mean, if they may. Also, our summer concert program starts Wednesday night, so just want to remind all the residents of that.
And I have one thing, if I may. I'd like to present the mayor on behalf of the Fredonia Farmers Market with your fashion statement for the summer.
That's the right color.
It is. There you go.
And it might be the right size.
I didn't want to assume anything, but so those will be found out and about. And also, they have tote bags, and it's doing very, very well. They had nearly 30 vendors last week, and it's just going to get bigger.
Walk around
Thank you.
like a green apple.
Yeah, I've got mine. I'll see you. I certainly will see you.
She forgot to tell you that you owe $10 for the shirt.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking already.
She likes to do
It has to be
that.
under a certain dollar amount. Okay.
By the way, here's $10.
Anyone else have anything? If
I'd
not-
just like to wish everybody a happy 4th of
Yes.
July. Please don't drink and drive and be safe.
And go see the fireworks and don't feel guilty because we're helping to pay for
We're
it.
helping pay for it. That's right.
Anything else? Motion to adjourn?
Make motion to adjourn?
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned.